No, no, no. Yeah, yeah, no, this is just.
Here's my OU picture.
Yeah.
I got
We'll
a
keep our fingers crossed.
yearbook.
I know you read the whole thing, but
OU
hopefully
freshman
the second
picture.
game
So
will
that's
seal
what,
that.
1941?
Maybe
Yeah.
like in February, we should check it, because if it's down again, it's gonna take, at that point, because we've already put in 2 cans and we can't put any more, we're gonna have to,
So were you,
separate lines
on a scholarship when you went to OU?
Oh yeah, yeah.
to find out where
What kind of scholarships
they-
did you get?
They
this unit, is it the refrigerant line, or is it?
they got me out of school before I could
Or is it the indoor?
even go through the graduation.
You mean out of high school?
You know, I would
Why-
say
why'd they do that?
Jumpstart's not.
They run down and got and grabbed me and said, like, "We got a job for you for the summer," and you know. And
But like I said, if it's like
And,
a crack, then it won't.
I was kind of debating on whether to go to Stanford. Stanford gave me an offer,
Oh, really?
They're not.
and so did
So
I don't know. I got some letters somewhere, I guess.
Well, I'd say it's a be a good idea.
Syracuse and several places, you know.
Everyone wanted you to play football
Yeah,
for them?
yeah. Uh-huh.
No.
So these guys, they were afraid that I was
Sounds good,
going
Selena. Okay, thanks so much.
I
Take
kinda-
care. Bye-bye.
at the All-Star game in Oklahoma City. I kind of indicated that I was going to go to OU, you know. And so they run as soon as well, the week before they had the graduation ceremony. They run down and got me out on the farm. I was out with my dad.
Pulled you off the farm.
Yeah, I jumped over a whole bunch of furs and stuff and get back, and they were down there. Wanted to haul me over to Shawnee and give me a job working for this oil company over there.
So this was the
So-
Oklahoma University people, they wanted
Yeah,
to give you a summer job?
Coaches, yeah. So they grabbed me before I could even get through my matriculation. I kind of missed that. I kind of wanted to go
I bet.
since I was president of the class.
You were?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
And
thought-
you were going to give a speech, I would assume.
Yeah, I thought, oh, gee, this is terrible.
That's a unique story that I haven't heard before.
Yeah. So they were really grabbing me and made sure I got to OU. Right.
So the OU is pretty close to Purcell?
Yeah, it's only 15 miles.
Yeah.
north. My sister was already going there, and she's Marie.
Marie?
And
I got a little bit of business I gotta handle, sorry guys. I'll be-
Okay.
when I was a freshman, she was a senior
Yeah,
at OU,
yeah.
and then she graduated into my freshman year. And she came to California, Stockton, started teaching school in Stockton,
Mm.
and she still lives in Stockton.
Hey, John.
That's where she married
I just
Joe
ran a little bit behind
Zucchini.
here.
But yeah, she was at OU, and I thought, well, I guess
That's
I will.
happened before in the past. I put in.
Close to home, and I was kind of afraid to
I
go
don't think I put in
too far away.
So were you living on campus while you were going there?
Yeah, they put me in they call it a freshman football house,
Ah,
and
so you got special treatment,
yeah, so they
special food.
yes, they had this woman, and they called her Ma Richter. She did all the cooking and everything, and took care of us.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
and her husband kind of took care of the place. And then they gave us a little money, spending money on the side, and
Oh, really?
take care of your laundry and things like that.
All right. Well, I gotta call your customers because you're running a little bit behind. I gotta let them know.
So that was 1941, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
the militaries came and told you couldn't be drafted
Yeah.
shortly after you started
Yeah.
second semester?
Yeah, so
No,
that summer I
she
went to
doesn't- Selena just gave me her American Express card. She does not want to put together.
I went to
Are
work
you still there?
I went to work out at the border of Texas, at Pampa. We lived
Turn around. No,
We're
just
getting
tell
Pampa.
Selena said don't put him on the same
And,
deal. So if he has another Visa card or if he has cash or whatever, or check, that's fine.
I didn't know what was going to happen that
She
fall
expressly
because
just
the
told me
war
just
and
like 5
everything.
minutes ago, don't put him on the same
Oh,
card.
and I just got married in June,
All right,
and
so go ahead and get it.
we-
I'm gonna call Penny and I'm gonna call your uncle over.
we went
All
out
right.
with
Keep moving,
two other
let me know
football
if you're done
players.
later. Okay.
This one guy had a pretty nice car and stuff, so we went out to Pampa, Texas. It's just north Amarillo, and worked in the oil field all summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That must have been tough work.
yeah. And I got to work in the daytime, which is hot.
Were they working 24-hour shifts or?
Yeah, they worked around the clock and drilling, and
Well, you didn't
I
work
got
24
on the
hours,
day
so-
shift,
yeah.
and a couple of the
You
guys
had
got
the-
on
you
the
had
night
day
shift.
Right,
But
Dad?
anyway,
So what exactly did you do on the oil rig?
we're on the oil field
What's that?
and drilling.
Yeah.
Oh, I was called a backup man. In order to
Hey, yeah,
take loose
I'll-
a joint, and this big, like, some pipe was 4, some was 6 inches.
Yeah.
They had these collars, the collars, and the thing would drop down inside that one, and then
Oh, no, he's got
you had
all
to
those
spin
cross
this one
here, so-
to make it up
Yeah, you got-
tight.
I went up a little bit this morning, so I'll-
So I'd throw these tongs on there,
Okay, thanks so much.
and they were hanging on the cable. I just swing them over and they clamp it, and then the guy back there on the machine, he'd pull it till it was real tight, to tighten up the joint. So I was the backup tongs. And I did.
Did that all day long?
Yeah. Sometimes we'd have to pull all the pipe out, put a new drill bit on,
Hmm.
and then go back down the hole again. A big day's work. But
Hi, Allison.
the wells weren't too deep up there in West Texas. They were only about 5,000 feet, so it wasn't too bad.
My technician, John,
But
he's running a little bit behind. You got
we could
we're hoping to catch up.
usually only about 2 weeks on the well, and then we'd move.
So what kind of pay did you get working on the oil field?
It was pretty good. Better than better than normal.
I would imagine.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, Allison.
I can't remember.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Seemed like it was only about $1.50 an hour or something like that. So
That's not bad.
not bad in those days.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so.
Remember my first job, I think
Do it. I'll talk to Dan.
I got like $1.05.
You know, like if you know
And this was back in
something
the
like that.
early 70s.
I think we should use like
Yeah, it was-
wood or treated or something, and
It was a pretty risky
and then
job,
maybe if you can
working around there.
post
We had one football player got killed, and another one he fell off the derrick. And
yeah, the dirt.
another one got his toes cut off.
Wow.
Okay, buddy.
So
All right.
something
Sounds
pipe
good, thanks.
pipe
Okay. No
dropped
worries
down
on
and
that. Just, you know,
cut his
weeks,
toes
weeks,
off.
whatever.
It was pretty dangerous, but
Okay.
they paid pretty good.
I would hope so.
Yeah. So anyway, Ann went with me, and she did the cooking. We rented a house and got all set up. And the guys went down and bought a bunch of cooking ware and stuff, and so we got Ann all set up to cook for us, and
Yeah.
bought her groceries, and so we had the whole summer there working, drilling these wells. Like I say, it only lasted about 2 weeks, and we'd have to go to tear down and go to another one. That was the worst job. It was worse than drilling. You tear it down and build it back up.
Have to tear down the
Yeah.
derrick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway,
Good. Did that all summer long?
my mother died on July the 4th, and I was back in Pampa, Texas, so I went back to the funeral and so forth. And and some of the coaches came down from OU,
Oh, wow.
and we had the funeral there and, for Shell, and then I went back a couple of days. I went back to work, back to Pampa, Texas, and I worked there until the middle of August, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was in 42, 1942?
Yeah.
And then
And
did you go back to
then
OU, or did you get
that's
drafted?
when I decided to take this ASTP job
Oh, okay.
with the Army. But they promised, like I said, they made a big promise that you can finish your engineering and get your second lieutenant's commission when you graduate.
Uh-huh. And that only lasted how long?
It only lasted a year.
A year.
So in 43, I went on this active duty thing, and where I was the first day at the Army, which is at Lawton, Oklahoma, Fort Sill. What did I do with that?
Well, the reason
I had
the reason he joined that was because he was trying to avoid the draft. He thought maybe he'd go to West Point and be an officer,
Uh-huh.
or at least play football there for West Point and go there and graduate from there. But
a buddy of mine.
he got married already, and then he found out they wouldn't let you in West Point if you were married.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
he went through all of World War II because he married my mom.
Yeah. And,
Otherwise, if he'd gone to West Point, by the time he graduated, the war would have been
they
over.
wanted to show an Aggie with all the OU guys, the Sooners, that I had played with the year before as a freshman.
So this is while you were in the Army, right?
That was my first day.
First day.
Yeah, on active duty. Of course, I'd already spent a year on the reserves under ASTP.
He was still smiling on the first day.
So anyway.